Hi everyone, I'm Karen and this is me assembling my Ikea Billy bookcase. That little box holds the standard height 800 wide Billy bookcase. I'm struggling with the packaging, which I think is actually the hardest part of the whole job. I've unpacked everything and I've gone through my instruction book to check it out, and I have laid aside all of my tools. The first thing we need to do is pop the dowels into the little holes. It's clearly marked in the book. So get your little rubber mallet or a hammer and gently tap, tap, tap about halfway in. Don't bash them all the way in, because the other half of that extending dowel is going to join into another piece of your cupboard. There are 3 shelves to do that too, and the little kickboard that goes along the bottom at the front. And step 2, we screw in the cam screws. Now if you're going to use an electric drill or a cordless drill for this, set the torque settings really low or use a hand screwdriver. You don't want to screw it in so tight that it cracks the timber. It's nice and slow and gentle until they're firmly in place. You can use a hand screwdriver, but I've got really sore hands and wrists, and I just find it so much easier and a bit faster to use the cordless drill. And I've actually bought a few cupboards all at the same time, so anything that's going to make the progress a little bit faster, it's a win in my books. So there's 6 per side, 2 sides. Work your way around. Get in whatever awkward position you need to get in. I feel like I'm playing Twister at the moment. Next step, you start putting in the pieces. That's the little kickboard that will be at the front, and that's one of your shelves. Now what I'm showing you here, there are holes in these shelves. Remember to put the holes facing in the direction that you won't see them. And another thing is, 2 of the shelves are marked the same and one of them has slightly different hole positioning. That different one obviously goes on the bottom to line up with the screws. There we go. She's got it on this time. And then you pop the other 2 on. The middle one with the holes facing down so you won't see them. Just be gentle with it. I know it looks like I'm being a bit rough, but I'm not. It's only because the video is fasted up, sped up a little bit. Now, somewhere in there, you also put the cam locks into those big holes, and I don't have footage of that, but you'll have the instruction book in front of you, so just follow it clearly. They're little plastic plugs, and you just pop them in the hole. Now you get the other side, lift it up. A little bit easier if you've got someone to help you, but clearly I'm doing it by myself, and today I've got an incredibly sore back. So, you know, if I'm doing it on my own with a bad back, that really shows you just how easy these things are to put together. Use your mallet and tap them all into place. One until they're nice and firmly and snug against the board next to it. And I'm going to get our screwdriver. We're going to tighten those cam locks. That's the thing that I don't have any video of, but basically it's holding it all together. I'll put a link down the bottom about which will link you to another video showing you how a cam lock works. I found it really interesting. So you tighten those up and you lay it down for the next step. But I'm about to do something very wrong. You tell what I've done. I laid it down the wrong way. You need to lay it down, front down, back facing up, because we're about to put the back onto the bookcase. So, clearly this wasn't rehearsed. I made a mistake. It's a bit like my audio here. I'm just making it up as I go. Yeah, I got it this time, Karen. Right. Get your pencil and mark the outside frame at the middle of where the shelves are. Top, middle and bottom shelf. And just put a pencil line on the outside frame. You'll need this later to line it up so you know where to put the nails in to hold the back in place. If you forget to do this, you'll have to slide the back off again, because it really needs to be done. If you don't get those nails in the right place, they will poke through and you'll see them when you look into the bookcase. Now, it's not the end of the world. I mean, you can buy things with the nails poking through, but if you can do it properly, it always feels better. Slide that through. That back panel has been folded into 3 for transport, so just be gentle with it. And when you have to go over that middle and top shelf, just pop your finger under it and lift it just a little bit and slide it into place. Check it's nice and square. And on to the next step. So we get our shelf and we lay it on the back of the bookcase, and we use it to draw a straight line all the way across the back from one side to the other where you marked it earlier with the pencil. This is going to be the straight line where you put your nails in to keep the back panel attached to the back of the shelves. Grab your nails. The little bag gives you, I think, 18, gives you plenty of them. And as I said before, the back panel, it's folded into 3 sections. So to keep it nice and flat, stop it from flapping about, I put 6 nails in each row. That's 2 per panel, either side of the fold. It works quite well. I do like listening to myself hammering on high speed. It never gets old. I laugh every time. There we go. Bash a few into the middle row. It's important to get these in the right place, because if you get them in the wrong place, the nail's going to poke through the front and you'll see it. And although it's not the end of the world, it's not really something that you want. Once you've got all the nails in, stand the bookcase up, get all your mess out of the way so you don't trip over anything. Get your shelf supports, poke them in the holes, line them up. It's surprising how easy it is to get them in the wrong holes. You put them in and you think they're level, and then you stand back and they're completely crooked. So I actually count the holes just to make sure that I'm getting them in the right place. There we go, counting. You can tack them in gently at this stage if you want, but you're most likely going to move the shelves anyway once you've got the bookcase where you want it to go, so that's when I tap them in firmly. That way they don't get stuck, you don't have to pull too hard to remove them, you don't run the risk of damaging the holes. Oh, that was my little happy dance, because look, we're finished. Damn, that was fast. How good is that? We did a great job.